Animals are loved by many people around the world. No matter if it's a dog, a cat, rabbit, goats, horses, or any other animals. Most people treat their pets and animals with respect and dignity. But some people here in Alabama view it the opposite way. They neglect them, they abuse animals, they beat them, they hurt them, and they just don't care about animals. And that's something that needs to change. Hello everyone, I am Nathan Young. I am the owner-publisher of Geek, Alabama. We got a big issue coming up in this state real soon that threatens the future of these low-cost spay and neuter clinics across the state of Alabama. Alabama has 4 low-cost spay and neuter clinics located across the state of Alabama. They have provided over 100,000 low-cost spay and neuters to pets in the last couple of years. There's a group out in Montgomery called the Alabama State Board of Veterinary Medical Examiners that wants to shut these low-cost spay and neuter clinics down. Mind you, these low-cost spay and neuter clinics are licensed, they're inspected, they're owned by vets, and they are safe. There hasn't been hardly any allegations of animal abuse coming out of these low-cost spay and neuter clinics. But the State Board of Examiners out in Montgomery that want to shut these clinics down claim that these clinics are not safe, which is wrong. If the board has their way and shuts these clinics down on October 10th, low-income people have to pay hundreds of dollars at a normal vet office to spay and neuter a pet, or they're going to have to go out of state. Now that's just wrong. Most people cannot afford a couple $100s to spay and neuter a pet, so they're just going to reproduce. It's going to cause more animals to go into shelters and to be put to sleep. Now what does all this mean to the average Alabamian? Well, one word really. All this comes down to greed. Politicians in this state like to be greedy, don't they? And all this is because of money. Veterinarians want to keep earning their hundreds of dollars, and poor people want to keep being poor. Is that sad, really? Yeah, it's sad. Now, I think our politicians have some much bigger issues to deal with right now in this state than shut down these low-cost spay and neuter clinics. Do you agree with me with that? How about this 62% pay raise these legislatures passed themselves? They make over $50,000 a year, which is way too much. Or, Alabama has the second biggest income gap in the country between rich and poor. Or, Alabama is the 5th most corrupt state in the country. We've seen numerous legislatures, mayors, councilmen go to prison. Or, Alabama is the 5th poorest state in the country. Or, Alabama has this 1901 Constitution that needs to be reformed. Or, Alabama is the 4th fattest state in the country. Or, all the waste and bad roads in Alabama from ALDOT, which needs to be cleaned up. Or, the cockfighting issue in Alabama. Alabama has the weakest cockfighting laws in the country, and it's only a $50 fine. Sad, really? It seems like our politicians want to throw everything into a pile and set it on fire. That's the good old boy politics system in Alabama, and that needs to stop. Our politicians are watching our state burning right before our eyes, and they're not doing anything to stop it. And that needs to stop, folks. Here on Geek Alabama, I like to talk about politics here and there, and that's made many politicians mad and angry at me, which I take that as a badge of honor. I'm glad I make politicians angry at me, because they need to quit being corrupt. Alabama has some very corrupt politicians in this state, and it needs to stop. We need to treat the poor as fair as the rich does. And if that means the rich have to pay a little more taxes, so be it. Let's get that over with, folks. Just look at all these sweet faces. Do you want them to be abused? Do you want them to be harmed? Do you care for pets and animals? This is something that needs to change in Alabama. But our politicians just don't care, don't they? Let's hope our politicians do the right thing on October 10th and does not pass these rules that would shut down these low-cost spay and neuter clinics. This would set back our state decades, and that would make more politicians angry on Geek Alabama. To the people of Alabama, we really do have bigger issues to deal with right now than football, right?
He spins to the 5! Touchdown! Touchdown!
Wide open! He's got it right! Walks in! Touchdown, Auburn!
Don't let football distract you with the biggest issues the state has to deal with right now. We really should be a better state than what we are right now. Let's fix it.